Okay, my name's Kuhn and I'm a political cartoonist. I'll be doing a regular cartoon for The Real Deal, and this week's cartoon was inspired by last Saturday's demonstration against the occupation of Gaza and the West Bank by the Israeli army. I've prepared this blank canvas and I'm going to use this photo of my hand holding an olive branch, a well-known symbol for peace. And having selected the hand, I'm now going to drag it and drop it onto my canvas, like that. I've also prepared this picture of a globe, which is made up of 3 separate images. And by using the selection tool, I'm going to select around the outer edge of the globe. Zionism, which is the official ideology of the Israeli state, has been a disaster for both Jews and Arabs because it totally ignores the history of peaceful coexistence that was the norm across the Middle East for hundreds of years. Okay, now I'm going to drag the image of the globe and drop it onto my canvas. The roots of Zionism can be traced back to 19th century Eastern Europe, where half the world's Jewish population lived, mainly in the crumbling empire of the Russian Tsars. And these feudal rulers used the Jews as scapegoats in order to distract attention from popular unrest and possible revolution. Select the hands here, and then I'm going to drag the image and drop it onto my canvas. So Zionism was a direct response to anti-Semitism. It was a defeatist response because the Zionists claimed that anti-Semitism was endemic in the non-Jewish population, and therefore the only solution for the Jews was to have their own state. Okay, welcome back, and I'm going to continue working on the cartoon. When the Israeli state came into existence in 1948, with the blessing of British and American imperialism for the ethnic cleansing of 1 million Palestinians, it was a state of insecurity, a state that had at its very core the idea of isolation and separation. A state that was racist to the indigenous population that it had displaced, and yet having to live alongside the people that it had dispossessed in a state of permanent war. The Israeli security forces gave advice to the Shah of Iran. They developed nuclear weapons alongside the white racist government of South Africa. They even gave advice to the American puppet regime in South Vietnam. They sold arms to Pinochet's Chile and to Ian Smith's Rhodesia, and also to every country that was on the list that US President Carter drew up of an arms embargo for violations of human rights. The Zionists boasted about creating a safe haven for Jews in Israel, instead of which they've turned it into the most dangerous country on earth to be if you are a Jew, never mind a Palestinian. Hello again, and as you can see, I've completed the cartoon, and it just remains for me to put the finishing touches, and also to urge you to support the Palestinians in their struggle to end the Israeli occupation and for the right to return to their own homeland.